Hello guys, welcome back again. I remain Qeepisim. I share relationship tips, relationship stories on this platform. Intriguing stories that can help you daily in your relationship life, get me right, your marriage, breakups, and whatever. Today I'm going to be sharing a very heartbroken situation a lady find herself in. I went through this story and I was so perplexed. I was so heartbroken that such a situation still happens in that and in our jet age. I saw this situation and I said, okay, let me bring it to this platform so that you know, we'll have a conversation so that you guys can, contribute to this particular issue at hand. This lady has really messed up her life according to what I've read so far in the message. I'm going to be dropping the screenshot either here or here so that you read along with me, you play along with me. And at the end of the video, please drop your comments, drop your suggestions, whatever you think about this particular issue. This girl got herself in a big mess. This is entirely a big mess. It is very very difficult to come out of this mess. Well, let me not just bore you with unnecessary talks. Let me just drop the screenshot right here. So read along with me as as we go through the story, and at the end of the story I'm going to drop my opinion. I'm going to share my suggestions and probably an advice for the lady because she really needs help right now. She really needs help right now. And also drop your comment. Like I said, drop your comment. I'll be reading through the comment and see one or two knowledge I can add up to mine, and talk to her and tell her things that she ought to do concerning this particular issue. Well, without wasting much time, let's get down to the story. You'll be reading it right from this anywhere you might be seeing on the screen. Just read along with me, and at the end of the story, we'll talk and discuss. So let's read along. Now it says, good evening. I'm so emotional. I am 28 years. My ex-boyfriend is 36 years. We met in university and we dated till he proposed, and his people rejected me. I don't want to go into details, but I I think jazz made him mad. His mom was jazzing him to leave me, and I was jazzing him to love me. Wow. To love me more. It was war. I love him so much and I was ready to do anything to stay in his life. What actually got us separated was after he ran mad. He became troublesome and so obsessed with me. One day he shot me with a gun on my leg just because a guy sent me a recharge card, and I sent thank you message, and in the message I called the guy dear. My parents said I'm no longer safe. They took me out of his house by force because we were cohabiting. After they took me out, the madness became worse. He now roamed on the streets. I pity him and I don't know how I can help him. The man that did the jazz asked me and my friend questions before he did it, before he did the jazz for us. Two options the man gave us was to have multiple men and they give us money, but won't take us serious, or have one man that will love you with his life and spend his fortune of you. I chose the latter and my friend chose the former. I went back to the man and he said it's irreversible. No other man will love me. My soul is tied with him, my mad boyfriend. Now it's 2 years that we separated. No man has ever asked me out. I am single to stupor and I still love my ex-boyfriend. I don't know if going back to him will solve our problem, but my life is at stake. He has tried strangling me one night. The other time, I woke up and saw him staring at me with a sheepish smile. Please help us find a solution. Alright, you can see that this particular story has become spiritual. The mom jazzing him, not to love the girl, while the girl jazzing the man to love him more. Probably, she loves him. She loves the guy. I don't call this love anyway. If you are going through extra mile just to have somebody, I'm not calling it love. I won't call it love, especially when you go into fetish things to get somebody. Is not love. You are doing it for a particular reason. Probably the man is rich, the man has a fortune, and you want to get a taste of it. That's why you have to jazz him to love you more. Now, two women playing with the lives of an innocent man who doesn't know anything of what's going on in his life. It's so unfortunate for him that he has two wrong women in his life. The mother jazz. Why is the mother jazzing him? Not to love the girl. The girl now jazzing the man to love him more. The man they have played with the mental health of this man. Now she went to these fetish people to get a fetish jazz on the man. The man gave her condition. One will love you and spend the rest of do everything for you. Why the other, you can't stay with one man, just different random men and everything. Probably the guy has anger issues. He has even shot the girl once in the leg. That's the first mistake she has made. Somebody who you're not compatible with, you are going to, you're forcing yourself, even doing jazz, fetish things to stay in the man's life. Somebody who is not, good with you, is not comfortable with you. And another instances, after shooting you on the leg, another instances he tried to, strangle you. What are you doing in that kind of relationship? You're not even married. It's your boyfriend. It's just your boyfriend. You're just in a relationship. Probably not in a serious relationship. And he has done something several times that gives you enough red flag to quit that relationship, but you still want to keep yourself there to the extent of doing jazz just to keep yourself in the relationship. It's an error. It's a big error. It's a very, very fatal mistake you've made. Now look at the end product of everything. He is running mad in the street, which the jazz you did for him is irreversible. This has become a spiritual case. You have to go to the spiritual person. I don't know if you're a Christian or a Muslim or whatever. Believe in your God. Go spiritually. Go and cleanse yourself. That's the first thing you have to do, is to cleanse yourself. I'm not a pastor or an imam or an evangelist or something. I'm telling you the right thing to do. You have to go for deliverance, cleanse yourself spiritually, because you have messed up your life and messed up the life of the young guy. Now the man is roaming in the streets, mad. Definitely he doesn't know what is going on in his life. He doesn't know what's happening in his life. The only two people that know what is happening in his life is you and the mother, the girl, the lady and the mother. Now you've gone to meet the man. The man said it's irreversible. What do? You've just scattered the man's life, which is also affecting you. And trust me, in this particular situation, trust me, if this was not affecting you, if this had not affected you, you wouldn't have looked for a solution. Now, how is this affecting you? In your story, you posted that you said that for like 2 years now, nobody has ever talked to you. No man has ever come close to you, to talk about relationship or to talk about marriage. That means the thing you did, the jazz you did, the fetish thing you did is greatly affecting you also. That is why you're looking for a solution. If this was not affecting you, you wouldn't have looked for a solution on this man's particular issue. I don't really know if going back to the man can be a solution to what is happening right now, because right now, if you get back to the man, you're not even safe, because the mother is after you. You're not even safe. You get me right? So what I will advise in this particular situation is to go spiritual. I'm not a spiritual person, but that is what I feel I can tell you to do. Go spiritual. And definitely, before you do deliverance in any ministry or any church or anything, you have to confess your sins. Definitely, you have to confess. You cannot hold your sin and you want deliverance. You have to confess your sins. You get me right? You have to let the people around you know what you have done for that man's health to be restored, for that man's mental health to be restored. You get me right? Because you've absolutely messed up his life just because of greed. I guess I see greed in this. Because you see that he has a fortune, he's spending lavishly on you, you went to go and do things you're not supposed to do. It's a big error. It's a big error from the grassroots, from the beginning. So this is what I want to say. This is my opinion on the matter. This is what I can suggest spiritually. First of all, you have to go see your pastor, you see your imam, wherever. Let them cleanse you, do deliverance for you spiritually. You have to confess your sins. Let people around you, even the mother, you have to let the mother know. It's going to be very, very difficult. They are going to see you as an evil person, as a bad person. You're going to confess your sins just to restore that man. If you really love that man, to restore his mental health. Then they have to also do deliverance for the man, because when you went to meet the babala, the fetish man, he said it's irreversible. So it has left his hands. It's no longer in his hands. That is what he's trying to say. There's nothing he can do about it. So you have to take that man to the spiritual person to cleanse him spiritually. You get me right? And also let the people know what you have done. The family, let them know what you have done. It's going to take a lot of shame. It's going to take a lot of reproach. It's going to take a lot of backlash and everything. But you have to do the right thing. If you really love that man, you can't just go back to the man like that. No, it doesn't work. You can't just go back. Will you go back to a mad person to do what? Can you have a relationship with a mad person? You have to make things right before you can absolutely do the right thing. You do the necessary things. And how do you make it right? I've said it. How do you make things right? I've said it before. Spiritually, you have to cleanse yourself. You have to confess your sins. You have to let the family know that, see what you have done. From there, there will be more solutions to this particular issue. Get me right? So this is what I can say. If you have a contrary opinion, or you have things that this lady can actually do to come out of this particular situation, you can drop it in the comment section. Drop your comments. I'll be reading through the comments, replying to every comment on this particular video. Get me right? So it's so disheartening to see certain situations like this. I don't like people who are too desperate for a particular thing, to the extent they go too deep to get a particular thing or to be in a particular thing. She has done a mistake. It's now to look for a way forward, and that which I have said is the first step to making things right. Because you can't allow the innocent man to be roaming in the streets, roaming in the street mad for how long? It's just going to end his life just like that. It doesn't make sense. It's not good at all. It's not good. Right? So this is what I actually want to say concerning this issue. I said, let me bring up this particular issue to my audience. Let people you should know. Make 1 or 2 points pertaining to this particular issue, and drop your solutions and your opinions, your suggestions, or whatever you might think about bringing out this lady from this particular issue. Again, right? So if you've not subscribed, please use the subscribe button below on this video. Just click the subscribe button, turn on the notification bell, and give this video a thumbs up. I've also dropped other relationship stories. If you check my the videos on this particular channel, you see other relationship stories and tips. I drop tips, I drop stories. So the blend of the two will give you an experience about relationship, marriage, and everything concerning relationship. Get me right? So see you in my next video, bringing out another great quality content on my next video. Bye for now.